Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. The transfer window is now shut. Clubs have concluded their business, some early, some late, too late for some, but £3.19 billion was spent by Premier League clubs this window, surpassing the last record of £2.46 billion set in 2023. But it's all over now, it's all done. In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 6 teams based on their performance in the transfer window this summer. The ranking is going to be based on 3 factors: squad improvement, squad depth, and sales success. Before I go on, I would like to sound a caveat. This ranking is by no means an indication where I think these teams will finish this season in the league or how well I think they're going to perform. This is just purely based on the transfer market, which, as Liverpool has shown us last season, is no indicator of success whatsoever. Without further ado, let's get into the video. In 6th place is Manchester United. They brought in Brian Mbeumo from Brentford for £71 million, Cunha from Wolves for £62 million, Šeško from Leipzig for £73 million, Diego Leon from Cerro Porteño for £7 million, and Sean Lamens from Royal Antwerp for £18 million. Outgoings include Eriksen, Garnacho, Evans, Rashford, Højlund, Sancho, Anthony, and Lindelof. Total amount spent £231 million and total sales £61.7 million, giving a net spend of £169 million. Now let's take a look at the team and see what this means in terms of quality and depth. In goal, they have Lamens, Bayindia, and Onana. I've never ever watched this Lamens guy play, but I'm sure he's a massive upgrade in this department and definitely makes them stronger. In defense, we have Euro, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, Leon, and Heaven. No difference to last season if you ask me, so I don't really see any improvement here. Depth-wise, it's not bad, but the quality is not just there for me, I'm afraid. In the right wing-back position, the options are Ahmad and Dalot. Again, no improvement here. Midfield options are Casemiro, Fernandes, Ugarte, and Meno. Fernandes is a liability in my opinion. Ugarte is finished, Casemiro is on his last legs, and Menu wants out. So they really didn't do anything to address problems they had in that department in this window. Left wing back option is Dogu. Couldn't find anyone else. Dogu. Attacking midfield options are Mbeumo, Cunha, and Mount, which is a mighty improvement from last season, but very low on depth, as we know Mount is just one tackle away from a 6-month injury. Striking options are Šeško and Xerxes, which we can argue is an upgrade from last season. So overall, the quality is not just there. I wouldn't really worry about Manchester United when it comes to depth because they are only playing domestically. They don't have any European engagements. But quality-wise, they are not there at all, and they were terrible at selling players. For these reasons, I have put United in 6th place. In 5th place, I have Manchester City. Man City brought in Reinders from AC Milan for £46 million, Trafford from Burnley for £31 million, Aït-Nouri for £36 million from Wolves, Ryan Cherki for £34 million from Lyon, and Donnarumma for £26 million from PSG on deadline day. Outgoings are Kevin De Bruyne, Ederson, Walker, Grealish, Akanji, Gundogan, and Makatir. Total amount spent is £185 million. Total sales £80 million, giving a net spend of £105 million. Now let's take a quick look at the team and see what the signings bring to the team in terms of quality and depth. In goal, they have Donnarumma, Trafford, and Bettinelli, which I think is an upgrade on Ederson and Ortega. So this is an improvement. Right back options are Rico Lewis and Matheus Nunes, same as last season apart from Walker leaving, and we can all agree that Walker didn't make them any stronger. In central defense, options are Stones, Diaz, Kusanov, and Ake. No reinforcement here, and they also let Akanji go, so not exactly an improvement if you ask me. Right back options are Aït-Nouri, Virgil, and O'Reilly. Aït-Nouri joining definitely improves the squad on this side, and Virgil can also play as a centre back if need be. In the DM position, options are world best player, Rodri, Gonzalez, and Kovacic. Nothing new here, same as last season. On the right wing, options are Oscar Bob, Cherki, and Savinho. Cherki massively improves this team, so that's a plus. Central midfield options are Silva, Foden, and Reinders. And with KDB and Gundogan gone, I think this is a massive downgrade, even though I do rate Reinders. On the left wing, Doku seems like the only option they have there, even though Pep plays Mamouche in that position. In the striking position, they have just two options, Haaland and Mamouche, which is more than okay if you ask me. Overall, I don't think City has really improved that much, especially after the season they had last time. Squad depth, I think they're a bit light at the back, with Stones being injury prone. If he gets injured, they'll fall into all sorts of problems. The left wing is lacking as well. I don't think Mamouche is a winger, so that would mean Savinho coming to the left where he's less effective if need be. They didn't bring in much from sales as well, as most of the outgoing players were released or let go on a free, and that is why City is 5th on my list. In 4th, I have Spurs. They brought in Kudus from West Ham for £55 million, Paulinho on loan from Bayern, Xavi Simons from Leipzig for £51 million, Kolo Muani from PSG on loan, Takai from Kawasaki Frontale for £5 million, and they made deals for Danzo and Tel permanent. Outgoings include Son, Højbjerg, Foster, and Reguilon. Total amount spent £171 million, total sales £61.7 million, giving a net spend of £133 million. Let's look at the team and see what this means in terms of quality and depth. In goal, they have Vicario and Kinski, pretty much the same as last season. Right back options are Pedro, Porro, and Gray. A little bit light here. If anything happens to Porro, there will definitely be problems. In central defense, they have Romero, Van der Ven, Danso, Dragosin, and Takai as options. Same from last season apart from Takai, so no improvement here. At left back, they have Spence, Udogie, and Davies. Again, same from last season, no improvement here. Defensive midfield options are Paulinho and Bissouma, and this is a massive upgrade here from last season in terms of quality, if you ask me. Even though they're a bit light on depth, but Paulinho really raises the level here. Attacking midfield options are Sarr, Maddison, Xavi Simons, Bergvall, and Bentancur. Xavi Simons alone massively improves this team. Right wing options are Kudus, Odobe, and Kulusevski. Massive upgrade again here on quality, but not so much in depth. So we all know Kulusevski is really injury prone, is still out, and if anything happens to Kudus, there will be problems. On the left wing, they have Brennan Johnson and Tel. Nothing new here, same from last season. Our striking options are Richarlison, Kolo Muani, and Solanke. Kolo Muani brings something to the attack, but I don't see a massive shift or massive difference between him and what they have already, so I can't really say that is too much of an improvement. They didn't bring in a lot through sales, but they massively improved quality in the midfield and attack, and for these reasons I have put Spurs in 4th place. In 3rd place, we have the best team in the world, Chelsea FC. They brought in Joao Pedro from Brighton for 60 million, Gittins from Dortmund for 51 million, Estevao from Palmeiras for 29 million pounds, Esugo from Sporting for 18 million pounds, Heito from Ajax for 38 million pounds, Garnacho from Man United for 40 million pounds, Liam Delap from Ipswich for 30 million pounds, and Buonanotte on loan from Brighton. Outgoings include Petrovic, Kepa, Madueke, Jackson, Felix, Nkunku, Vega, Chilwell, Carney, Broja, Ugochukwu, and Dewsbury Hall. Total amount spent £296 million, total sales £314 million, giving a net spend of plus £17.9 million. In other words, they spent nothing and brought in £17.9 million. Looking at the team, in goal they have Sanchez and Jorgensen as options, same as last season. Right back options are Reece James, Gusto, and Achiampong. Central defensive options include Chalobah, Fofana, Tosin, Colwill, Disasi, and Badiashile, same as last season, no improvement there. Left back options are Cucurella and Heito, even though Heito can still play in the central defense, so I guess you could say there's an improvement there because at least Cucurella could be rested for some games. Midfield options are Caicedo, Enzo, Esugo, Santos, and Lavia. Now, the depth and quality here in this department is crazy, really crazy. Attacking midfield options include Cole Palmer and Buonanotte, although Joao Pedro and Estevao can easily slot in there. On the right wing, they have Neto and Estevao, which which is a massive improvement from last season where they had Madueke. On the left, they have Gittins, Garnacho, and George. Again, massive upgrade on this wing from last season. Striking options are Joao Pedro, Delap, and Gueye. Massive upgrade again from Nicholas Jackson, even though I think Jackson should have been kept for depth. Overall, they've had a very good window financially, and they improved certain areas in the team, especially attacking wise, and there's like 2 or 3 good players for every position in this team. So for this reason, Chelsea is third on the list. And the moment of truth is here. The team taking second place in this transfer window rating is none other than the champions of England, Liverpool. Bringing in Kerkez from Bournemouth for £40 million, Frimpong from Leverkusen for £29 million, Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen on a Premier League record for £116 million, Mamdashvili from Valencia for £29 million, Hugo Ekitike from Frankfurt for £79 million, Leone from Parma for £26 million, and Isak from Newcastle for another British transfer record of £125 million. Outgoings include Tsimikas, Eleha, Alexander-Arnold, Elliott, Nunes, Kwanzaa, and Diaz. Total amount spent £446 million. Total sales £228 million, giving a net spend of £218 million. Looking at the team, in goal they have Alisson and Mamdashvili, which I think is a downgrade from last season where they had Alisson and Kelleher. Right back options are Frimpong and Bailey, which again for me is a massive downgrade from Alexander-Arnold. I've said it several times. What Alexander-Arnold brought to Liverpool cannot be replicated. I don't think you can just replace someone like that. So this is a massive downgrade for me. Central defensive options are Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, and Leone. Great quality but really light on depth. An injury to Van Dijk or Konate will send all alarms ringing there. They tried to get Gehi in, but it didn't work. They couldn't pull it off. So I think they're a bit light at the back. Left back options are Kerkez and Robertson, which I think is an upgrade from last season. Defensive midfield options are Gravenberch, Endo, McAllister, and Bajcetic. Great quality there. Attacking midfield options are Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, and Jones. Massive upgrade from last season with Wirtz, if you ask me. Really talented player. On the right, we have Salah and Chiesa. No difference there because we all know that Salah's wing. Chiesa would come in every now and again, but that is mainly for Salah. No difference there. On the left, we have Gakpo and Rio Ngumoa, which to me is a massive downgrade from last season where they had Diaz. Diaz is another player they let go that I think really reduces the quality, the overall quality of the team, because he's a wonderful player. Striking options are Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike. This is a massive improvement in quality for Liverpool. I think this might actually make the difference. Overall, they bought very well and they brought in significant amount in sales as well. Broke the British transfer record twice in this window, and depth-wise, they look really good apart from the defense where I think again they're a bit light. And for this reason, Liverpool is ranked second. And now in first place, the winners of the transfer window this summer, in my opinion, is none other than Arsenal FC. They brought in Kepa from Chelsea for £5 million, Zubimendi from Real Sociedad for £51 million, Norgard from Brentford for £15 million, Noni Madueke from Chelsea for £52 million, Mosquera from Valencia for £13 million, Hincapié from Leverkusen on loan, Gyökeres from Sporting for £63 million, and Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace for £67 million. Outgoings include Neto, Partey, Jorginho, Kiwior, Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, Vieira, Nelson, and Tierney. Total amount spent £267 million. Total sales £10 million, giving a net spend of £257 million. Now let's take a look at the team. In goal, they have Raya and Kepa, which is a massive upgrade from last season. Having a 2-time Champions League winner as your second goalkeeper is truly crazy. Right back options are Timber and White. Central defensive options are Saliba, Gabriel, Mosquera, and Hincapié. Massive upgrade again from last season. Left back options are Calafiori and Miles Lewis Skelly, same as last season but very okay. Defensive midfield options are Zubimendi, Norgard and Rice. Not much depth here but very good in quality. In the attacking midfield role we have Odegaard, Eze and Nwaneri. Massive upgrade from last season. I think Eze makes all the difference here. On the right they have Saka, Madueke and Max Dauman. Crazy upgrade here. On the left is Martinelli and Trossard, which I think is one of their weak points, but we move. Up top we have Gyökeres, Gabriel Jesus and Havertz, and this is where I think all the difference was made. Getting Gyökeres is a potential game changer for them, and it will be interesting to watch how things turn out this season, see how things come together for them. Overall, they've spent very well and they've gotten rid of some of their French players. They haven't brought in a lot through sales, but the quality and depth of this squad is worth every penny being spent. There you have it. Arsenal, in my humble opinion, are the winners of the 2025-2026 summer transfer window. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know and tell me why you disagree with me. With that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.